I recently read an article, and the article was about that revenue should not override responsibility. And the article was interesting because it talked about how in the entrepreneurship world is that it's very easy, I guess, once you get up and running to make money. But the best thing you can do in life is to hold yourself responsible and accountable for what you're doing. And sometimes in doing that, you may need to say no to a customer. You may need to say, fortunately, that's beyond the scope of what I do, or that wouldn't be ethical in me doing so. Whatever field you're in, whether it be, making food, or, in my case, bookkeeping, or, cleaning houses, cleaning cars, detailing, whatever you want to think, just, think in that terms. I understand a lot of times it is easy just to kind of take the money and run, but don't. Because if you've been listening to some of my other segments, when you do that, there's always people watching you, and you always need to look over your back. Am I doing the right thing? And questionable integrity, things like that. And you just don't want to get involved. One of the most important things is that in having the responsibility or claiming responsibility, especially in entrepreneurship. I mean, you're the big cheese. You're the ultimately the decision maker, and it's really easy just to kind of do whatever you feel like doing because hey, it's almost 5 o'clock, or whatever you want to get out of there. But when you take responsibility for your actions, that definitely creates a customer trust and advocacy. It means the customer is watching you, and they're saying, "Hey, this entrepreneur is doing the best for me," and they're gonna advocate what's in the best interest of me, even though I don't know. And of course, they're not going to learn how to do whatever you do, or they just don't have the time. And when they know, hey, someone of integrity, someone of trust is watching over me, and I know they're going to take care of me. Not only are they going to keep coming back to you, but they're going to refer their friends, and their friends are going to refer their friends, and just it's so much easier than having to second guess yourself, and having to having, like I said, having people watch over you and seeing if you're doing the right thing or the wrong thing. I think along the same veins is operational integrity, because as any organization grows, when they see the leader doing the right thing, they want to do the right thing, and down the line. And you never need to worry about, okay, this person is going to lie, cheat, or steal the system because they saw you do it. And if they see you doing it, then well, that's gonna it's bad for the whole organization, because the organization is just going to reek and it's going to stink. So responsibility, take responsibility for your actions. I know, like I said, it's easy just to say, hey, I didn't do it, or scapegoat, whatever. Try to avoid that. Also, it's ethical accounting practices. You want to be accountable for everything you do, and be ethical. Do the right thing, even if it hurts someone's feelings, even if it's they may not like it. They're going to like you later, because in the long run, when you do things the right way and you're ethical, you have your moral compass, you have your ethics system in place. And, whether it be by religious factors or your upbringing or whatever, right? You never need to, when doing things wrong, you need to develop a whole new system. And that system is questionable. And when you take responsibility, you never need to worry. And that just kind of bleeds into, long-term versus short-term. Yeah, I know short-term is easy. You can get a couple bucks, and maybe you can lie, cheat, or steal the system. But long-term, you're not going to be in business, or you're going to be, people are not going to refer you, and just keep ethical, do the right thing, and you never need to worry. Revenue should definitely not override responsibilities, just because, you take a hit now, you'll get it back later, and you have a good system in place. And especially for some of y'all that are long-termers, just doing the right thing, you never need to worry. You can keep that gravy train going. But just a little bit about me, myself and my partner, we have our own business. So 15 years in business. So we definitely know, we've definitely turned some people down because it was the right thing to do. or taking responsibility, even if it meant getting, a little bit less revenue. It's easy to do, but long run, you're ethical, you're doing the right thing, and you never need to worry. But check us out, metrobookkeepingsolutions.com, www.metroacc.com. If you like us, you love us, you want more of us, click like and subscribe. And until next time.